Welcome back to the worst channel on YouTube. And yes, we're back to being the worst. Unfortunately, I blame myself entirely for not uploading frequently. So, someone who currently owes about the ballpark of $350 billion, I think it would be very helpful, to look up ways to make money quickly. So, obviously, I'm going to go on Instagram because anybody that's worth anything gives their life secrets and how to make millions or billions as I need on Instagram. Those that don't know, Instagram has this kind of a big community basically where the idea is that they will put like motivational videos out of rich people talking, and they'll just put like a caption over it and then get 3 million followers. But obviously the only way to get followers is by being knowledgeable and knowing what you're talking about. So obviously I'm gonna do this.
Why do I need to make 100 decisions a day? If I make like 3 good decisions a day, that's enough. And they should just be as high quality as I can make them.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff Bezos. How 3 decisions is all you need, right? Because there's never, a chance or opportunity where you might need to make a 4th decision. God forbid you need to make a 5th one. As you know, running a multi-billion-dollar corporation is the best way is just to do, 3 decisions a day, because 4 or 5 he can't count up that high. Mr. Bezos, I need you to decide on some things. It's really important. How many things? 5. You need to get out of my office now, like immediately. Just get out.
How to be a millionaire before 30. First, build at least 2 passive income streams. Then, focus on buying assets, not liabilities. Third, put in the effort. And 4th, just go for it.
Oh my god, why didn't I think about that? Why didn't I think about it? Why didn't I just think that all I needed to do to become rich and successful was find a way to make money without working? Oh my god, I thought I was gonna have to work. I thought I was just gonna have to spend all my money at the same time while I was working. More money than I make. That was how I was gonna become a millionaire. I'm such an idiot. Thank you, Investor Supply. I really appreciate it. Hopefully now I've learned from my mistakes and we'll make millions instead of losing money, which is how I thought I was gonna do it. Yeah. So on our next post it says, I asked a billionaire how he did it. He said, "Forget about the girls and focus on one woman. She'll help you achieve everything." I guess that makes sense, but I mean, there's never been billionaires that have been divorced, or successful millionaires that have been divorced. And as you know, only men can be billionaires as well, or only straight men, I should say. Make it clear. Focus on one woman. Don't get it twisted. Sorry, anybody that's not a straight male can't become a billionaire now. Unfortunate for you, but I guess that just makes my eyes go up, right? I like this one actually. It says good students usually become good employees, and it said self-learners become employers. I'm no genius, but I'm pretty sure Zuckerberg and Bill Gates both attended Harvard and were good students. I'm pretty sure Mark Zuckerberg got a perfect score on the SAT, and I'm also fairly certain that they were already billionaires when they left school, so they were really good students, and then they were like, I'm making $1 billion, so I can leave this school. And Jeff Bezos just got a shiny forehead, so I'm pretty sure he was a good student because of that. Usually how it works out. The 5x5 rule. If it's not gonna matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes being upset about it. So my doctor told me I have 4 years, 11 months, and 29 days to live, but I shouldn't worry about it. It's not gonna matter in 5 years. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's not even try to find a cure, or get treatment at all. Come on, it's not even 5 years from now, so who cares, right? I could worry about it, right? I could, but then at the same time, I could not worry about it, which is an A+ move if you ask me. Okay, I found the one for me. The YouTube millionaire Cody White started his YouTube journey at 15, from 0 with 1 channel. 5 years later, at age 20, he runs a 7-figure business with his 20 channels, where he delegates his content to his team. He is now giving back and teaching others how they can do it themselves. I'm no genius, but I feel like, what's the point of having 20 channels? It's like the sort of rule of thumb with like the 1, 2, 3 Go videos or Troom Troom, right? Like, yeah, they're making a lot of money, but their content's not really that memorable, right? Like, yeah, good for them. They're making money, but if you're not enjoying what you're doing, like, what's the point, right? Yeah, like, yeah, great, you have 20 channels. Nobody wants to watch it, but you're rich, I guess, because, you know, you get one view and you post the same video 20 times. Works out for you. All right, so one of the things that I see repeatedly when you look into this like sort of investing or like self-motivational side of Instagram, you find that these guys or whoever's running these accounts loves the Wolf of Wall Street.
How much money you make?
Tell you what. There, Brad, so much.
How much money you make?
There is no need today. I am scared.
Like, they really love it, and it's a good movie, right? It's well directed, well acted, and it's interesting and entertaining. But it's clear that they missed the whole point of the movie, right? The whole point of the movie is in that Leonardo DiCaprio's character, you know, Jordan Belfort, however you say his name, is this amazing guy that is respected by everybody. It's that he's a bad person, and what he does is wrong. But these guys don't see that. They just see, oh, he made $100 million, you know, committing fraud. They don't see the fraud part. They just say, oh, he committed $100 million. He made $100 million. What's not to like about the guy? To try to make money, which I'm sure isn't necessarily a bad thing to have in business. But the way they do it is like you're glorifying the wrong character. And of course, I couldn't go without mentioning this.
I take Quaaludes 10 to 15 times a day for my back pain, Adderall to stay focused, Xanax to take the edge off, pot to mellow me out, cocaine to wake me back up again, and morphine, well, because it's awesome.
You couldn't have done another take for starters. Like, your lips don't even match the words that are being said by the audio. Second of all, you are moving way too slow, right? That sound, you know, you could tell from the way he's breathing, he's like moving, you know, he's not just sitting. Third, you've never even seen a drug in your life. You don't even know what Quaaludes are, morphine is, honestly. And you look like you just got out of a Sears catalog and your mommy told you it's time to make a TikTok because you gotta pay that college tuition. You know, it says money is a tool, not the goal. Freedom is the goal. Don't forget that. As we all know, Mark Zuckerberg only talks about freedom, as you know, he enjoys kicking people off the island, which is rightfully theirs. But you know, just part of freedom, as you know, that's something he would say because you know, this land is free, and you need to get the hell out of here before I put your freedom into your dome. You know, the usual. Never post your achievements. Post stupid stuff and jokes so they'll think you have no future. People hate progress. Seriously. As we know, when penicillin came out, people were like, oh my god, we just made a massive progress in medical history. We can't let this get out because now we will live longer lives. You know, when they're like, hey, you don't have to ride a horse anymore. They're like, oh my god. Oh my god. I have to ride bikes now? When people ask me what I bring to the table, I bring the damn table. Millionaire process. Just a quick question. What if there's already a table there? You know, you just brought a second table, and now there's nothing on the table, right? Or you know, they're like, we need ideas on how to save the company, and you brought a table. Fire, I guess. Now you have somewhere to think about how you're gonna save your company. Awesome, man. Thanks, Elon Musk, for providing us with an electrical table that does nothing, but it's electrical because you're really into that. Thanks.
This means that whenever you give, it's always going to come back, so you don't have to ever think about that again. Just give, and the rewards will be greater than you can ever imagine.
Oh, thank goodness. You know, I got asked to give both my kidneys and my heart away. I was like, that's probably not the best idea. But now that I think about it, it just makes so much more sense. What was I thinking? Like, come on. I don't even eat those things. Plus, he said I'm going to get more back. So I'll probably have like 4 kidneys and like 3 hearts. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm gonna do it now. Thank you. Money can't buy happiness. Look how unhappy they are. Yes, as we know, right? All you need to do is take a picture, and that completely represents the entirety of how that person feels. As oh yes, of course, as you know, just taking a picture represents the entire thing. Like, these people have never been sad. I mean, there's a picture right there of them being happy. Obviously, that means they've always been happy. Kind of how things work, if you ask me, right? Like, I was happy yesterday, which means I could only be happy forever. So that's kind of a great thing.
Most of the time when you wearing watches like this, a watch like this, watch like this, you don't need to know the time. You know why? Because you better own the company.
Am I missing something? Right? I don't think that's how it works. Yeah, you're wearing an expensive watch. You better own the company. Like, where is this company from? You just if you're walking to the Rolex store and put it on, you own Rolex automatically. I think the way that companies acquire each other is that they sneak into the other company and they put a watch on and they look at the time, but they're like, oh wait, I have to own the company, and they own the company. It tends to work like that. That's how I do it whenever I buy a company. I just walk in and look at my watch, and I'm like, my company now. Security usually tries to kick me out, but I'm like, and they're like, oh, my bad, sir, and I fired them, obviously, because time is money and money is pizza. So
all of the shit that society teaches you is impressive is only impressive to the people not worth impressing.
Hell yeah.
If
just listen to how the people were like, oh my god, this guy's a messiah. Say it again, bro. Like, I've never heard anything as remotely amazing as what you just said. I'm running back. And just listen how the people reacted. They were like, I have never heard anything as amazing as what you just said. Please say it again, Jason. Because as we know, the only reason we try to impress people is because they're not worth impressing. That's how society works. You don't try to impress your bosses or anything with your work. You don't try to impress yourself or your family because you care about them. They're not worth impressing, of course, because this is what he just said. I'm no genius, of course, so you don't even impress them. Don't even impress yourself. Like, if you disappoint yourself, even better, because you're not part of a society. As you know, we live in a society.
I'm scared, and that's what courage is all about. I let my fear plow me forward, push me forward. And that's something you have to reframe in your own. It's really a reframe about what fear is, what pain really is. Pain is the greatest motivating force in the world.
Coming from the guy that took $100 million and stole it. He stole it. I mean, it's fraud. They don't say he stole it, but it's he stole it from people. And just to say, yeah, it was my pain, my fear. Getting caught by the FBI that caused me to steal even more money because power move. I think with the amount of just advice I've been given, I can honestly just say that I already paid off all my debt. I mean, obviously I haven't gained any monetary value, but it's pretty simple. I think that's how it works, right? You just become inspirational and you get money. At least that's what Instagram says. I mean, I do all the things the billionaires say. I go to sleep early. I work really hard. I lose sleep. I'll spend all my money. I do all that stuff. So obviously, I'm basically already a trillionaire. So I paid off all my debt, thankfully. There's not much I should learn. I'm gonna invest now, actually. I think I'm gonna invest in, all the good companies that sustain. Of course, they're never gonna go down. Like Blockbuster, Chuck E. Cheese, movie theaters, obviously, good business to get into. I was thinking about things like Nokia, that obviously there's no competition for them. The phones are indestructible. Probably also gonna get into horses. Horses are never gonna run out. You're always gonna need a horse. There's no other form of transportation, and probably steamboats. That's probably also a good one. Worthwhile. Oh, all right, cool. So Bezos doubled his net worth almost in like 7 months, 8 months. That's fire. That's fire. You know what? I need to pay off 30 billion in debt. He just, made more than that, 3 times that in 8 months. Whatever. Not jealous of his shiny bald head and the fact that he's got a nice sweater vest. My bad. Just a regular vest. But yeah, not jealous at all. Seems pretty fair. I'm not gonna, go cry or anything. You see, I'm no genius at all. But the way this garage is set up, you would have to take out all the cars in front of the car you want. So you want to drive the car in the middle, you would either have to, assuming there's even 2 doors, right? This is like 2 doors, one on each side. You would have to either take off all the cars behind it or all the cars in front of it. So as much as a flex this is, I don't know how enjoyable it would be to necessarily have to, remove like 10 cars to get to the one car you want to drive. But then again, I don't have the millionaire mindset. I mean, I'm $30 billion in debt. So maybe they just like teleport the cars out, because that's what billionaires and millionaires can do. They can teleport things. So I think that's going to do it for today's video. I feel like I learned a lot, became a billionaire once more. I made, negative 50 billion, but that makes me a billionaire in some way. Don't ask about it. It's okay. And I think we learned a lot, guys. So go out there and invest all your money in things you have no idea. And just remember, you got to have that millionaire mindset, whatever that means. And that's all you need. Easiest way to become a millionaire. Don't know why I didn't think about thinking like a millionaire before. Just a little dumb up here. If you like this type of content, hit the like button. I like that little ego boost. Makes me more of a millionaire, if you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Every time you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you become more of a millionaire mindsetter yourself. And comment down below any other content you'd like me to do a sort of video like this on, or just anything you'd like to let me know. And then in the next video, I'll make $1 billion by losing money.